Some people learn from financial mistakes. Others just wait long enough to repeat them. We have a woman that has a 500 credit score, previous repo, and wants a Mercedes. We have families hating on other family members. We have cost of living crisis and people just living way above their means. Welcome back to the channel. My name is MJ. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video. Watch the full video. Let's dive straight in.
I was looking for like a CLA or even like a cute little Benz. Like it don't have to be nothing like
guaranteed the credit's 500. So look, the CLAs are
For him to say this, right? He must deal with this a lot. That's
somewhere depending on the mileage. I mean, with 80 to about 120,000 miles, they're about 10 to 15,000 minimum, depending on package, mileage, year, and all that. I get them quite often. I'm also getting a really, really nice C250, which is a little bit bigger than the CLA. Give me a minute. Let me see what I can do for you. Worse the credit, the more down payment they want. And usually the banks don't like the foreign cars as much as they like the Japanese cars. I usually tell people you want to put at least 20 to 30% down, because in California, 10% you're paying sales tax right away. So you have a repossession with Toyota Financial from 2022 for like 20K, right?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah, it says repossess, charge off 20,717. The original loan was 25,336. It looks like it was a 72-month loan. And I don't know, it shows $20,000 they charged off. Basically, they wrote off the debt. That repossession, especially on a $20,000 car, and it looked like that was probably your first car. Right now, when I run it on a $10,000 car, it wants about $4 grand down.
You want $4 grand down for a $10,000 car?
I'm not the one that wants it. The bank is that's what they're offering. Repossession, I think the bank automatically, what they do is they want 25% down, that they want to make sure you could pay, because obviously the way they look at it is, okay, if she didn't pay the original car, you know, they're looking at payment. They could tell what the payment on the previous car was. And even though you're buying a cheaper car, doesn't necessarily mean your payment's going to be cheaper. It's just going to be shorter term with higher interest. You got to put at least like $2,500 down on anything you buy.
Toyota, how much would the Toyota go for?
Lexus, that's like one owner with 60,000 miles. Let me see if that one will work.
boop, 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 boop. It's a gotcha moment, but you really got yourself though, right? Like you couldn't afford a Toyota, had it repossessed. The best idea is to go for a Mercedes. Like you want to elevate and jump up in life without having the foundation set up, without doing the right things, without doing the due diligence first, without taking the right steps. Like one of the biggest financial traps is believing that enough time has passed, instead of asking whether enough has changed. Time doesn't rebuild your finances like your habits do. So at the end of the day, your habits hasn't changed. You only have $1,000 to put down. You couldn't afford a Toyota that was good in reliability, dependability. You don't even need to put too much money into it. Just pay the car payment, insurance, oil change, gas. You want to get into an E-Class Mercedes that has less reliability and dependability, more maintenance, more repairs, more insurance, higher payment because you have a repo. I'm convinced people just love suffering. People just love to put themselves in the situation. And one thing I've learned is that time doesn't fix financial habits. It's been 4 years after that repo. It could be even 10 years. But if your decision making never changes, neither does the outcome. You don't even understand the back end. The bank don't want to take you seriously because you don't take yourself seriously. One thing I've learned is that everybody that loves these high-end luxury cars have the lowest scores, but they're also so materialistic. It's a pretty sad life.
You're driving around in a Mercedes right now, you have a 600 credit score or a 580 credit score. It's not a Mercedes, it's Mercedes payments. If the interest rate's 18%, it's not a car, it's a bomb. It's gonna blow you up and your generational wealth.
The last clip we just watched, she got 26%. She got offered 26%. Like that's not even making a dent to the payment. That already creates generational negative equity. Like he's right. People are not financing cars. I think these people are financing payments. They want to look good. They want to pull up and everybody gets, they're very attention thirsty, attention hungry. It's going to be a sad life. It's going to be a life of paycheck to paycheck. And this is what society is now looking like. Everybody that has a Mercedes, I personally just think like, that person must be struggling. Some people look like, oh, that person has money. Because I've seen it. I've talked to people that own Mercedes. The easiest person to sell debt to is somebody that is dissatisfied with who they are. These people do not like themselves. So they think a car is going to get them into doors that other people will make them like them. It's a sad reality.
You want to feel wealthy when you're really not. Just drive a
Did
Mercedes.
I hear that correctly? I must be tripping. Let's hear that one more time.
If you want to feel wealthy when you're really not, just drive a Mercedes, please. You all should know by now that I have the one of one AMG CLE 53. But look what happens when I step in this car. It lets the seatbelt out for me. Look at these LEDs, man. Like, what? It doesn't really matter what Mercedes you get as long as you get a Mercedes. If you get like a 2017, it's going to look beautiful and you're going to feel rich. If you want to feel...
You're going to feel rich. That's what he said, right? And this is what I mean. A lot of people are living in a situation where they want to look rich rather than be rich. It's a different feeling to afford this car 5-6 times. It's a different feeling when you can't afford it and you take advice like this and you put yourself in a golden handcuff situation, or you're in a situation where you're in a shiny cage and you've now imprisoned yourself into a nice car. Oh, look, the belt comes out. And a lot of these people have a problem with impatience. Like, it's an impatient thing. To me, I've always learned that the financially dangerous person is not the poor person. It's the impatient one, because they will do things and they will destroy their finances, their mental health to get a car they can't afford, only to scream mental health later on.
The most shocking thing when I became a divorce attorney is how leveraged people are. I had a client who had a professional job who made upwards of $300,000 a year, but was underwater on a Range Rover that he had to finance by $30,000 and upwards of $60,000 in credit card debt. No kids. This is the rule, not the exception.
Like, you guys will look at the situation and say $60,000 in credit card debt and $30,000 is the big shocker here. No, my biggest thing is you make $300,000 and you couldn't even take care of yourself. You have no kids. I understand how expensive and hefty kids are. Brother, you can't take care of yourself. The wealth gap is created through how much money you save. It's how much money you save, not how much money you make. And the other thing is, like, the ability to look ordinary while building an extraordinary life is a financial superpower, right? And the status symbol, right? Whether it's a Mercedes or a Range Rover that's 30K underwater, these things really do hold people in a prison, right? And here's the thing. The person who controls your definition of success controls your spending. If I can control this person's mentality to spend, he's a customer forever. And I could charge him whatever. And I can make money back end, because now I'm going to make money through the service department where majority of these cars money comes from. Most lifestyle inflation is identity inflation. Fighting for the cars. Thirsty, hungry for the image and the appearance. You can't even take care of yourself. Let's read some comments. I know a couple that have an $800,000 primary home and $1.6 million beach home, and both have car leases over $1,200 a month and have $0 in savings. They make around $400K a year. The more you age, the more this becomes like, you're going to be homeless, because you don't make this type of money as you keep aging. You know that, right? Unless you're smart with it and it works for you, you will forever be in the hamster wheel. Because age bias is something real. Age discrimination is something that's real. Somebody said, I work in IT for a bank. The number of customers who have less than $200 in their bank account and go get fast food daily is unreal. She responded and said, so accurate. I have so many people spending thousands per month on DoorDash and Uber Eats. Micro payments that become, $1,000 payments. My first job out of college was a legal assistant. That was an eye-opener. It really helped me not to be jealous of people with fancy cars, vacations, and a lot of stuff, because majority of the people who are drowning in debt, it was a great financial education for me. 100%. 100%. And that's what I said. The person who controls your definition of success controls your spending. Somebody said, I'm a tax accountant and was doing a tax return estimate for a client. I asked him if he expected his W-2 to be about the same amount next year. Then he asked how much it was. I said $850K. And he immediately goes, wow, that goes fast. Where and how? Like, that's the same question I'm asking. 850,000? Wow. There's a reason for that. For many folks, their only means of gouging their personal success is by level of envy they can generate in others. And that's the reason why this next video is going to make great sense. Let's hear it. Because your loved ones really don't do a lot of loving.
My sister bought the big house. The big house with 5 bedrooms, a huge kitchen island, the one that everyone posts about. I bought the small one, the one with 2 bedrooms, no kitchen island, and no walk-in pantry. For the first year, I'll be honest, I felt a little bit behind. I felt like she got the big...
What? Are we being for real?
...dream, and that I settled. Then her HVAC went out, then her property taxes hit, and she had a panic moment about the bill. She mentioned to me that they haven't taken a real vacation since they got the house because the mortgage payment leaves them basically no room for anything else. I got to go to Mexico in March. I realized that the smaller house was never settled.
You're hating on your sister, fam? Like, you honestly took the time of day to post this and think this was a great idea. I'm going to post it. It got 14,000 likes, by the way. And she pinned it. So she got the attention and the likes that she was desperately looking for. And this is what I say, man. You got to be real careful about who you really share certain decisions with. You're happy that your sister is house poor. You're happy that your sister is struggling. You went to Mexico, though. Comparison is a thief of joy, man. Comparison is the thief of mental peace, stability. You're happy that your sister, again, is struggling. I still can't believe this. There's one thing correct that I agree that she did say only, is that when you do buy a big house, it comes with a lot more taken out of your finances. The smaller the house, right, the more you have the money and the affordability fight through surprises and expenses that just come out of nowhere, or repairs. That's the only thing I agree with. But other than that, this is the reason why, like, I'm be honest with you guys, and I'm be real. And this is me letting you guys in a little bit into my life. This YouTube channel that you guys are watching, none of my family members know I have a YouTube channel. Nobody. I'll be honest with you. And I kept it that way for a reason, because family members have this thing where they feel sorry for themselves instead of feeling happy for you. Like, they make it about themselves. They would be like, what do you know about this? Why are you talking like this? You think you could run a YouTube channel? You think you can grow it? You think you can have people watch you? The only person that knows this channel is my wife. You don't get nothing from envy. Like, you don't get nothing. There's no good feeling from envy. At least with all the other sins, right? Like this, the deadly sins that most people refer to, you get something. If it's greed, you get some sort of financial, you know what I'm saying, gain. If it's lust, you know what you get. But this envy, it goes deep too, that you take it out on your family members. And instead of helping each other, people are more divided. Families are hating on each other. They're competing with each other. Instead of saying, hey, let's put our money together and start a business. Let's put our money together and buy some land. Let's put some money together and buy properties. Let's do this, let's do that. Most hate that I've gotten has come from my family members. Swear to God. And you could probably say the same thing. If you really want people to see how they feel about you, become more successful. Start doing things for yourself. And every time I've made a decision for myself that's to better me, I feel like I pissed off some family members. Because family members want you to stay in that level of basicness, right? They want you not to do too much. Oh, he's cocky. He thinks he's better than us. That's why, and I've said this multiple times, and I'm gonna end with here, right? In life, it's better for you to not listen to basic people, because then you become basic. And on top of that, it's better for you not to take advice from people that are close to you, but rather take it from people that you want to reach the same goals that they have reached or surpassed. With that being said, this was a sad video to watch. You know what I'm saying? Keep things to yourself. Thrive, succeed, keep things quiet, because people ruin beautiful things. But I'm in the video here, man. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please hype the video. Comment down below. Let's get to 4,000 subscribers. Share the video. With that being said, be good, do good. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.